Yeah, hold on to it. You were sitting back over there, right? Okay.
와. 사람들 막 기다리고.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, leaving Galesburg. That was Galesburg, Illinois. Next scheduled station stop. In about 40 minutes, we'll be Burlington.
Quite low. I don't know what urban you say. What if this is Mississippi? I guess it's not ready. We're not gonna get it.
So that's what's going on.
We have a
Breakfast sandwiches, hot coffee, and many more items. We do take cash, credit, debit.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
They have really pretty cabins. There's a show in Spanish.
Oh, okay.
And then there's the way the guy says that you're African. I said, oh,
Matter poverty.
yes, poverty, yes. And they get so happy to see him because yeah. Because everybody, did you go to Pearl? I said, no, my friends, but she used to be. Oh, wow.
Salamanca?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know, my parents loved it.
Not sure.
Is it?
Yeah.
It watches your eyes.
And I
There
didn't
were pretty
believe.
big hills. No, I wasn't happy. It was not just a hill. It definitely was not.
Because I've seen the
We had a mountain range.
I-70 was closed and flat was closed.
Yeah, you can go Winter Park to Steamboat, 90 degrees.
No, it was mountains. It was mountains. It was all, yeah, forest, yeah. But not as wide, not as open. It was just small. Mountain. It was a park, like a steep.
Oh, did you see? Glenwood Spring.
Actually, yeah, but just.
Oh, it feels good there, refreshing.
Alright. That's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah, you see another one, and both the males and the females have tiny, like the females have tiny little nub antlers.
stop.